Okay, now let's take a look at variables. Variables are names that are given to values of specific data types. I like to think of variables as a bottle. You can only classify a bottle of water if there's water in it, and you can classify a bottle as a bottle of juice if there's juice in it. This is exactly how variables work. They depend on what value and what data type you have stored in them, and they will be classified as that data type. Let's look at an example. Let's declare a variable age as an integer. Now, this variable age is currently an empty bottle, which we are going to store the integer number 20 in it. Let's try to display and see what value will be displayed. Just run this. As you can see, 20 is displayed on the screen. Please notice how I didn't put double quotation marks around the word age. This is because we want to display the value stored in age, not the word age. Please note the difference here. So you only use double quotation marks when you want to display a word, and you use the word without double quotation marks when you want to display the number stored in that word. Let's move on. Well, as you can see here, the variable age will store the value 20 in it. That's which is the value 20, which is a data type of int. I hope that is clear. Okay, now let's move on to the next example. Here it's just the same thing here. The variable gender will store the following character F, which specifies the gender of a person, which is female. Just simple things, guys. Here's one thing I want you to note. There's a very important rule that you need to take when you are declaring variables, which is you don't declare variables starting with a number. This is totally an error and it's craziness. Don't do that. So, for example, something like this. You see, it gives you an error. This is just invalid. It's not allowed. So just make sure that whatever variable you declared, it doesn't start with any number. It could be 0, 1, 2, all the way to 9. It mustn't be any number. It could be a letter, a character, but it mustn't be a number. I hope that is clear. Here's a correct way of declaring a variable. Let's display this and see what will be displayed. And our program is happy, everything is well. So just keep that in note, guys. Okay, let's move on to the next lessons.